On Tuesday, Oklahoma Senator-elect Markwayne Mullin stumped for Senate candidate Herschel Walker. Because neither Warnock or Walker broke 50% of the vote earlier this month, they are competing again in a runoff on December 6th. Mullin won his election by a landslide over Democrat candidate Ken Horn. The Oklahoma Republican encouraged Georgians to vote for Walker to win back the country from the, quote, socialist woke movement. He slammed Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and Joe Biden, and the crowd began to boo the Democrat leaders.
How's everybody doing? You know, we're in a fight for truly what America stands for. You know, you guys are out here because you guys are looking for an opportunity to win back this country that this socialist woke movement is trying to steal from us. And what does Herschel represent?
America! Georgia.
He represents that America dream. The reason why people want to come here. He represents someone that had a dream and that someone was able to achieve something they were able to dream of. Listen, the left, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi. I knew I was going to get a rise out of that one. I've got more for you. Joe Biden. Yeah.
That was soap.
I know. That's like saying curse words around our house. You can't do that without getting washed out with soap there. Those individuals, they have a different vision for this country. See, they're wanting to rip out the foundation that this country was built upon. Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm a little boy from Westville, Oklahoma that grew up in a country town with a bad speech impediment, with a bad temper that learned how to fight because I couldn't argue with you. And I got upset one day and thought, I can do something else. I can do more than just sit here and complain. We have a saying in our family, you're never going to change anything you're willing to tolerate. None of you guys are willing to tolerate the direction this country is going. No one can sit here and say that we're better off than we were 2 years ago. And who is representing the state and the Senate right now is someone that's following in line with this movement, this woke movement, this socialist agenda that Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and Joe Biden is trying to ram down the throat of the American dream. We're not going to stand for that. That's why we're here supporting Herschel Walker, the man who embodies what America stands for. A guy that grew up with nothing, a man that had a dream, that had an ability, and has a voice. And he's willing to stand up and walk through the muck. I mean, the stuff that they're doing and saying about him, my Lord. But he's got a positive attitude. He's led by the Lord. He's a man that loves his country. He's a man who loves Georgia. He's a man of faith. A guy that I have become to be able to call a friend. And that's hard. Because I'm from Oklahoma and we think we know how to play football. Now this year hasn't been so good, I get it. So this year we're rattling around a bunch of wrestlers. That's what we also do. Now Georgia, you guys are okay, but we're really the best wrestlers in this country. But you know, Herschel spoke to me in so many ways because we came out of a pretty tough election. But when you see what he's gone through, and then his attitude towards this fight, and his love to be in the fight because he knows his vision for this country is right. And let me tell you, your all support showing up today means the world to him. Means the world to us too. But what you need to do is make sure you hold his family up in prayers. Hold it up in prayers. And then what you guys need to do too is get out and take 10 people with you to the polls. A special election is about turnout. And this fight is on the line. Yes, it's 50-50. But let me tell you what we're forgetting. And I'm going to share this with you, then we're going to bring the man on the stage. Yes, the fight's 50-50, and unfortunately we're going to have Kamala Harris there casting the final vote. But what a lot of people forgot about is the committees. The committees are still going to be 50-50. And a lot of the woke agenda, the socialist agenda, they can't get out of the committees because they're still 50-50. They're able to hold up a lot of the legislation. We're able to hold up a lot of the appointments because we're able to keep the committees 50-50. She's not sitting on those committees. This vote, December 6th, for Herschel Walker, still allows us to hold up those appointments, still allows us to hold up those legislation, still allows us to hold up their movement towards this socialist move, this socialist way that they're trying to force on us. And we have a man that's going to stand up and fight, just like he's fought his whole life. And he's going to represent Georgia with pride. And I look forward to serving with Herschel Walker.